I seen that they plugged this cord in. Then it plugs into this. Then it goes to this battery maintainer. So I was like, a lot of devices usually have indicator lights. And it says low charging, power, auto maintain. None of the indicator lights are on. So the next thing I did is there's this box with the same device on the picture, and it shows that it's working. So that shows that it is pretty new, which means it's either it's not plugged in right, disconnected, or they need to get a return for their warranty, or something like that. So then the next thing I did is check on this. These are connected. The maintainer has thinner wires than the regular ones. So I followed this through. There's the red and black. It loops around, goes into this splitting part thing, and then that goes from the skinny red and black to one thick cable. So I was like, where's the end of this cable? Where does it go to? And then guess what? This is a cap. See if I could do this with one hand holding the camera. Yep. So this is a cap and a plug. So I was like, no way. They plugged it in without plugging it in. So what you do is there's a plug that matches this plug on the maintainer. That's right here. This one also has a cap, so it doesn't short circuit when it gets moved around. So they match. They have a plug that goes on the opposite side of the other plug. See if I could do this with one hand holding the camera. Just make sure it's fully connected. And then check the indicator lights, and they're still not illuminated. The thing I'm guessing is that the outlet has no power they plugged into. So the next thing I'd do is unplug this. This actually used to be an old water storage system. So the breaker could be turned off so that these pump valves, these water float valves, there used to be 3 water tanks, 3 to 5, between 3 and 5 water tanks. And this place doesn't have a traditional storm drain on the outside of the building. So they used to just have this storm drain where they'd clean their trucks. Well, this drain, not an actual storm drain, where they'd clean their trucks by the building, and they'd pump that drain into these storage tanks, and it'd be dirty water from cleaning their trucks. So that's what these things are. They're water float valves. And that one's kind of in the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 water tanks, at least. There's this. Cord doesn't reach, but it will after it's untangled. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna untangle this, and the trailer battery will be charging pretty soon. Sometimes all it is a couple loops. So this outlet's plugged directly into the gas heater, and the gas heater's been running whenever it needs to. So it should have power in the same outlet. And these are probably wired separately because this is switched off, probably for those water valves, and these are the same color, and these are separate colors. So what you do naturally is you plug it in to the thing that the working thing is plugged into. Then you'd come back around and check on those indicator lights. Now that we plugged it into our outlet that's powered on, the other outlet was powered off because it goes to that water pump system. Then the indicator lights are on. The light kind of distorts the camera a little bit, just until it gets into focus. So there's a power indicator that's blue. Then there's a low / charging indicator that's red. Then there's an auto maintain that's not illuminated. So one thing we could check is so I'm just going to briefly check the manual if there's any like special features that I could have missed real quick. Anyway, this is the page I was looking for. It shows the picture of the indicators. It shows the charging chart. It goes from 12 up to 14, and then when it's fully charged, it goes from about 12.9, 12.8, somewhere around there, to like 14.5, and then fluctuates as a maintaining cycle. See if I can get this in frame. Okay, so it just shows which ones indicate what things. Red light, charging. Green light is fully charged. And auto maintain is just after it fully charges, then it'll switch from the red light to the green light. And the blue one is for just having the power on to the battery maintainer. The box also comes with some alligator clips. Just whatever is your preference. You can use alligator clips, or you can use the nut and bolt mounts. Just move that out of the way so it can close the lid. Just close the lid, bring the latch down, and that's everything. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.